The most dollars per hour that you will ever make in your business, okay, is going to be working on your business, not in your business.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast.
Minisode.
Hey everybody, welcome to Friday. I know this doesn't come out on a Friday, but it's being recorded on a Friday, so welcome to Friday. Thank you for joining me for another mini-sode. I want to remind you of a philosophy, of an idea, of a thought process that I think as business owners we need to keep in the forefront of our mind all the time. But before we dive into that, I want to dive into the sponsor today, which is ANow Software. ANow, of course, is the management software that I use in my business to, well, handle everything from order placement to order procedures to analytics, you name it. It's the numbers, it's the stats, it's the health and the lifeblood of my business. Anow.com for more information, ANOW.com. All right, folks, you've heard the term before. I want to break it down a little bit, and then, of course, I want to apply it to your business, appraisal business, right? The term is opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is something you've heard about before. It's something that I think about all the time, probably a little obsessed, if I were to be honest. But the idea of opportunity cost is, what are you missing out on when you do X? When you have a choice between X and Y, and by the way, sometimes it's not even a conscious choice, okay, but you always have a choice, and you spend your time, your energy, your money, your resources on X, that means that you do it at the cost of Y. Now, I use the term cost loosely because sometimes it is an investment, okay, but the idea here is that when you spend time, when you spend money, when you spend relationship resources on X, that Y, Z, A, F, S, T, M, all of those things cannot be done at the same time. Let me give you a very simple example, one I've been dealing with this winter. I am a skier. I am also a snowmobiler. I try to get out, and it's cold in Idaho in the winter. But I found over the years that if you haul up in your cabin, as it may, and you get that whole cabin fever thing going on, it's depressing in the winter in Idaho. I found the only way to get through the Idaho winters is to face what seems like the worst part of winter, and that is the cold and the outside. But I find if I don't get outside frequently and get exercise, if you will, out in the quote unquote sunshine of winter, that I go crazy and I get depressed, and it is a very, very long winter. So years ago, I decided, you know what, if I'm going to live here, I'm going to enjoy it. And I love to downhill ski. We have a ski resort not far from my home. And I love to snowmobile. We have places to go snowmobiling not far from my home. Last year, I bought a brand new pair of skis. It's a long time coming. I've been skiing on these skinny things for a long time. And I finally upgraded it, as you will. And it wasn't cheap to do so. I've used those skis one time. And the reason I've used those skis one time is I also upgraded on snowmobiles this year. I went from an old clunky Polaris to still an old but newer Skidoo. And it's much funner to ride, and I found that I'm really becoming quite addicted to getting out on my snow machine, and that comes at an opportunity cost. What's the opportunity cost? Well, folks, there's only so much time, right? It's not like I can ski and snowmobile every single day. I'm lucky if I get out once a week, and if I do get out once a week, it's usually a Saturday morning, a Saturday afternoon. Every once in a while, we can get away for the weekend. But the bottom line is I only have so much time to get out. And so when I choose to use my snow machine, I choose not to use my brand new pair of skis. That's opportunity cost. I can't snowmobile and ski at the same, well, actually, I've done that before, but that's another story for another day. You can't typically snowmobile and ski at the same time. You've got to make a choice. That is an example of opportunity cost. And folks, we find opportunity cost in every bit of our life. Let's talk money briefly. If you've got $500,000 sitting in the bank, that's an opportunity cost against having $500,000 in stocks or Bitcoin or short-term rentals or other real estate. The point is opportunity cost is talked about a lot when it comes to finances, because when you put your money in one place, you cannot physically, metaphorically, in any way, put it in another thing. It is what it is. You have to make a choice. It's the same with time. It's the same with your health. It's the same with relationships. It's the same with money. Every aspect of our life has an opportunity cost. I want you to think about that for just a moment and the choices that you make on a day-to-day basis. I'll give you an example again. This is being recorded on a Friday. Yesterday afternoon, I had a little time on my hands. Now, I've got all kinds of things that need done. I'm currently involved in a mastermind that has homework. It's not an appraisal mastermind. It's another type of a mastermind. And I've paid a lot of money and commit a lot of time to this mastermind. And every single week I've got homework. And this week I've got about 3 hours worth of homework. Well, on a Thursday afternoon, I actually had some time to do that homework. And I sat there and I thought, you know what? I'm kind of burned out. I want a break. And I want to go to a movie. It's a movie I've been wanting to see for a while. And so I sat there and literally had this debate with myself in my mind. If I go to this movie, I cannot get my homework done today. If I don't get my homework done today, I'm going to have to do it on Friday. I don't like to do homework on Friday because that's the time that I catch up around the house, that I catch up on things left over from the week. And so I made a choice. I had an opportunity. And with that opportunity comes an opportunity cost. Well, you can guess what I chose. I went to the movie. And now guess what? I'm faced with homework today and I will get it done, right? But it's not the best. It's not the thing I want to do today. Let's put it that way. But I made a choice, and I knew I made that choice yesterday. And it really was not just. Sometimes we make subconscious opportunity choices, right? We get bored. We decide to fill in the blank, go somewhere, and then we are faced with another item that we should have done, even though we didn't really think about it up front, folks. This was an opportunity cost with an opportunity choice that I made at the time. I knew that I should sit there and do my homework. I also knew that I was burned out and needed a break. And so I weighed the two options and I knew I would have time today. I just knew it's not something I would really want to do. Now, I will tell you this, going to the movie renewed my attitude. And I think I'm able to face the day and face the homework a little bit better than I maybe would have if I had chosen to buckle down and do my homework yesterday. But these are simply opportunity costs that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. We deal with them in every aspect of our lives, including our appraisal business life, which I want to talk about when we get back from the break. But I want to talk another opportunity cost, and that is what you are using to manage your business. Folks, most of us, and by the way, I'm included in this, for many, many years, I used, honestly, just a piece of paper and a pen to keep track of everything that happened in my office. And then I upgraded to paperless, and then I went to spreadsheets, and then I went to the creme de la creme, and that is Anow software. Anow will help you to manage every aspect of your appraisal office. You will be a true business owner, folks, when you start to look at the numbers the way that Anow can present them to you. It's anow.com to learn more. One more time, it's anow.com. All right, folks, welcome back to the program. We're talking opportunity cost today. It's something that we deal with in every aspect of our life, but I want to focus on this second half on your appraisal business and opportunity costs there. Let's take it on a very cellular level. Let's talk about opportunity cost when it comes to your appraisal assignments. Part of the quoting process has to be the consideration of opportunity cost, meaning something comes through the door. When I mean that, when I say that, I mean an order, a potential order comes through the door. And again, when I say come through the door, I'm talking a phone call, I'm talking an email. You are presented with an opportunity to accept an order. Now, many of us would say, well, Dustin, that's silly. That's not an opportunity. That's not even a choice. An order comes through the door or an order comes into my email inbox. I'm going to accept it. That's money on the table, right? But let's step back for just a second and consider, again, opportunity cost and the philosophy of deciding where you're going to spend your time, your energy, your efforts. If that order comes through the door, and let's say it comes across at $450, and let's say it's a B client, okay? A B client, not an A client and not a Y client, but a B client. Do you take that order? Well, it depends, right? It depends on a lot of things. Are you slow? Are you busy? Is 450 normal for your area? Is it abnormal in some way, either too high, too low? All of these things have to be considered. Now, let's say you choose not to take that $450 assignment. Okay, there's a chance that no other assignment will come. But there's probably a better chance that maybe a better assignment will come to you. So you choose not to take the $450 assignment, and next thing you know, 15 minutes later, your inbox dings, and there's another order. This time it's $550 from an A- client. Right? Opportunity cost. Now, the other side of that could be now an order came in with the same client that you talked about before, the B client, and it's a $400 assignment, right? You've now chosen opportunity cost. Again, you've chosen to take one over the other. Let's ramp this up a little bit and talk about your time spent as a business owner. This is something that we spend a lot of time talking about in our mastermind groups, in the All-Star team, in our one-on-one sessions, and that is, where are you spending your time as a business owner? There are two hats that most appraisers wear. One would be the technician hat, and one would be the CEO hat or the business owner hat. Every day you have a choice as to what hat to put on. Now, I'm not foolish. I don't think that you put on one hat for the whole day most of the time. Now, maybe the technician hat. I do find that a lot of appraisers spend a lot of time, days even weeks at a time, putting on the technician hat and never putting on the business owner hat. And most, I would say, do not put on a business owner hat for the whole day. Most of us probably balance out the two, right? We might do an inspection or two in the morning. We might do a write-up in the afternoon. And then maybe 4 o'clock, we spend some time working on our business, something that has to do with the business owner hat, right? But there's this thing that we call ONI, working on it, not in it. Okay, working on your business, not in your business. It's just a fancy way of saying being a business owner and not a technician. Folks, how much time are you spending being a business owner? How much time are you spending on it, not in it? This, my friends, is opportunity cost. Now, I want to leave you with a thought today, and that is time is money. I want you to think about time is money and opportunity cost together. I would guess that most of you, if I were to ask you, if you have a $1,000 assignment on your desk and it is due this afternoon, right? And you have an opportunity to get paid $1,000 for that assignment. Do you spend time working on that assignment, or do you spend time working on your business? Now, most of you are smart enough to realize what I said there. It's due this afternoon, right? In that case, you've backed yourself into the corner and you probably should spend some time finishing up that assignment so as to not tick off your lender, your client, for the next time. But what if that $1,000 assignment is due next week and you've got a little bit of time this afternoon? Do you spend time working on that assignment, or do you spend time working on your business? Now, most of you would say, well, Dustin, that's silly. It's a $1,000 assignment. I'm making more dollars per hour working on that assignment than working on my business. And I would say, nay, you do not. Folks, trust me when I say this. The most dollars per hour that you will ever make in your business, okay, is going to be working on your business, not in your business. I know that sounds silly. I know that sounds illogical. I know most of you are saying, Dustin, come on, really? I'm going to make more money not taking in assignments, not accepting paychecks, but working on my business that doesn't pay anything? And I would ask you to check yourself and to step back for just a moment and realize the power of working on your business. The opportunity cost, folks, of spending all of your time, or at least the majority of your time, working as a technician is at the cost of working as a business owner. The ideas, the thoughts, the things that get done that allow you to make more money overall will happen not when you are a technician, but when you put on that CEO or business hat. That's the opportunity cost. Every time you choose to do an appraisal, you are doing it at the cost of working on your business. And I will promise you this, you will always make more money working on your business than you will ever make working in your business. Folks, join us, please. The All-Star Team, the Mastermind Groups, one-on-one coaching would love to help you out. Check me out on my website, theappraisercoach.com. Click on the coaching tab, the membership tabs, the products tab. Would love to help you to get from where you're at to where you need to be.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star Team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.